Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Steven the Laggy Gamer, and I'm back with the end of October pickups video. Not many things here, a variety of games and stuff like that. I mean, I got a pretty good handful with some deals that I got. Also going to start showing off some stuff that I'm getting into now, some newer pickup type things. But and also in this video, huge thank you to everyone out there. I noticed recently, and some other YouTubers, some of my subs have noticed that I hit 500 subscribers. So I mean, wow. You know, I was sitting at in the 450 range forever. It seemed like the whole year I was stuck at 450. And then right now, here near the end of the year, we picked up the extra 50 subscribers, and hey, we're at 500 now. I think I'm a little past 500. So again, thank you to everyone who's watching this channel. You know, I know everyone says it, but I really didn't think getting into this it was going to get up to 500 subscribers. 25, 50 was really all I was kind of hoping for, and just meet a good core group of people, core group of friends that I like to talk to. And you know what? I've met that core group of friends and core group of people, and I'm still meeting new people. There's people who I genuinely love to call my friends here on YouTube. There are people who I've grown and gotten great relationships with. You just saw I got to go see one of my closest friends here, and that is Dustin Christ. We just got to spend some time together, and it'd be awesome to do that with multiple YouTubers who I know. It'd be awesome to be able to meet up. But you know, YouTube it's been a really cool experience. Other than, I mean, my channel for 500 subs, I've only had maybe one or two kind of trolls on it, and that stuff just kind of always makes me laugh. So it's pretty cool that I was able to garner that kind of attention. So I don't know, it's been a pretty wild ride being able to do it, and you know, I really thank you guys. And what's a video without me coughing? Got my drink here to help. 500 subs. You know, I was never going to really do a contest video again, because stuff like that seems to bring in an audience who really doesn't like my channel, that just want to do the contest. But I am going to do one. I'm going to do a contest. I already know what I want to give away, but it's not going to be in this video. I'm labeling this video probably 500 subs and pickups, because I want people to know that my very next video will be the contest video, but I'm not going to label it as a contest. I'm not going to, so it doesn't garner that kind of attention. It's just going to be like a question I've had on my mind. I wanted to make the video for about 2 weeks now, but now this kind of gives me the opportunity to make that video. And all the instructions and stuff will be in the video of how you can enter in said contest. But it's a pretty cool question, and I'd love to hear your responses to it, and that's how it's going to kind of work the contest. So really looking forward to it. The prize probably won't be given out till the beginning of next year, because it's holiday season. I got a family to think about, and I got 2 birthdays coming up. One's my son's and one's my mom's, so they got to come first before the contest. But I already know what I want to get you guys. But anyway, that's the next video. But again, thank you, and I'll say thanks again in that one. But we're going to go ahead and get into the pickups in this video for the end of October. I'll go ahead and start it off with a pickup that a lot of people have gotten in this month, and that is the Class of Heroes 2 order that finally got shipped. Got my digital code a few months back. Tried it out and wasn't too fond of it. Learning curve seems to be pretty steep, but just to have a copy of a physical limited release here, came with a certificate. I think what, 25,000. I forget where it says that, what number you are for what order number. I think I was 21 something though. There it is. There's 25,000, and I'm number 21527. So yes. And I wasn't going to get this, but it was coming on the closing days of getting. He's like, you know what? I've never really had something or participated in anything like that, so I'll get it. I think already the price on this thing is shooting up past $100, but that's not why I got it. I got it to support that company, to get games over here. Another new release that came out this month, came out with this too. One that might have shot under a lot of people's radar, but that's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, based off the Nickelodeon series. Now the reason I got this was because it looked like a throwback to the old school way, just 4-player co-op beat 'em up, side scrolling, and man, I paid $30 for this. Lucky I got a deal on this. It was $30 new at Toys R Us. Plus you got a $15 gift card back in the store. So pretty much $15 for it, and it's holiday season anyway, so I needed that gift card for my son. That'll help me get some toys there for him for Christmas. And it came with this bonus, like $10 set of figures here for Ninja Turtles. I don't know if you can see if your camera's messing up, but that's pretty cool. But this game is not that good, you guys. It's not really a throwback to the old ones at all. It's, for a beat 'em up, it feels kind of slow. Moves are really limited. It was a budget title game, but man, I was really hoping for a lot more out of it. It just really isn't too good. But you know, I'm a Turtles fan, so I picked it up, but it was kind of disappointing. Set that back there. Figures here. And also, I got a bonus check at work. We never get bonuses. I think 2 years ago we did, and this year I kind of got a bonus. That's why I got some more stuff near the end of the month here, because I wasn't going to get anything, because I had a good time with Dustin getting stuff. But that's the only reason why I was able to get more stuff this month, and put some away for Christmas and stuff as well. One of the first things I got when I got that bonus in was this game, Etrian Odyssey, Millennium Girl, Untold. After hearing Dustin and Chance rave about this game in the chat, I picked it up. I was like, alright, I'll give Dungeon Crawler another try. So far, I hadn't boded too well the genre with me, like I said, Classic Heroes 2. I played about 2 hours of this, and it's okay so far, just for someone who's not a huge fan of Dungeon Crawler experience. I'm not seeing anything different that's jumping out. Sorry, once again, recording on the phone, and people just want to call me while I'm trying to do this. Don't know where it cut off at, but like I was saying, so far as the Dungeon Crawler experience, I'm not seeing anything new and attractive that other games haven't done already for me. What people like in this game, I heard, was the mapping, doing your own maps at the bottom. I actually can't stand doing that. It's getting in the way. I hope that from what I've seen at the beginning of the game, it was saying you can't progress unless you kind of draw the map out. At least one of the first missions was. I hope I don't have to continue to do that, because it kind of bugs me to keep going to the bottom screen. Okay, let me draw the map out so I can continue exploring. I'm not really a fan of that, what's going on in the game. But maybe it'll grow on me, but that's something I'm not digging in it. But just dungeon crawling, and so far so good, so smooth. Not too far in it, so I can't say too much about it, but the presentation is gorgeous, and so is the music. Music's really good. Set that off to the side so these don't crush it. The box. Okay, the next thing, another new release that came out this month. I wasn't going to get this right off the bat, but Batman Arkham Origins. The day it came out, watched some reviews on YouTube, and I love the first two Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City games. Wasn't going to get this off the bat because, another cough, I knew on Black Friday this would be 30 or 40 bucks. So why not just wait and get it then? But they said the story was really good in all these reviews, and it's still most of the same for its combat and everything. And like I said, I love the game, so why not get it? So I get it. So far I'm about, I think it said I'm 25% through the story, and I've done a lot. I put a lot of time in this game. I'm only 25% in, so it's probably pretty long. But I'm loving it so far. Really enjoying this game. And that's what stirred me to get up some extra stuff today. Alright, the next couple things I'm going to show are some flea market finds and a thrift store find. Stretch over to get this stuff. At a flea market, I got this for $1. Ultimate Spider-Man for PS2 complete. I have it on, for GameCube. I have it on PS2, but I really wanted to get it for GameCube. I like the GameCube controller and stuff a lot better than the PS2 one. So I grabbed it, picked it up, and the value of this is a little bit more than the PS2 one, so it's cool to find it really cheap. Like I said, complete and in great condition, so Ultimate Spider-Man. Okay, all this was a bundle for $7 at a flea market. 7 or 8 bucks, can't remember. Beyond Good and Evil 2 on the PS2 complete. A hidden gem that everyone always says to give a try. I was going to buy the HD remake on Xbox. Always wanted to get the GameCube one. But found the PS2 for real cheap, so why not get it? And along with that came a Game Boy Color, and within the said Game Boy Color was Pokemon Blue, a copy that does save with someone's name on the back, but I can't read it. But yeah, so all that, and the Game Boy does work, power on and everything, plays games. So really cool to be able to, I think I took the batteries out, yeah. Just finished Pokemon Y and another copy of Pokemon Blue for the collection. When you find this stuff really cheap, go ahead and grab it. Like I said, $7 for all that. because I could resell Blue for over 20 easily. So help me get more games. And also 2 freebies here. A co-worker of mine went by a yard sale and he saw these and snatched them up for me. I think he only paid 50 cents for them, but he gave it to me for free. And that's 2 Splinter Cell games, Pandora Tomorrow and Splinter Cell Double Agent. I've played and beaten both, but didn't have them on PS2 and for free, and I'm not going to turn them down. And also the past, they've been doing a buy 2 get 1 free at GameStop. The past, seems like for 2 weeks now, they've extended it. And that is how I got all the rest of these games. Buy 2 get 1 free. And I want to say, buy 2, 1 free. I want to say one of these I bought straight out with a $10 off coupon, and that's what I did. I had another $10 off coupon, and I bought Fear 3 because I just finished Fear 2, so I wanted to pick it up and try to sneak it in here in October, but with Batman taking up all my time, I don't know if I'll be able to, but like I said, really wanted to try Fear 3, so I picked it up with my $10 off coupon, pre-owned. Now the rest of these were buy 2 get 1 free, and I picked up Zoid's Assault on the 360. I was a fan of this show back in the day when I was growing up, and I thought it was a really cool show, and I didn't know Atlas made, it looks like a strategy type of RPG based on the game, so I went ahead and snatched it. Because I think that was the free game I got with the other 2 that I purchased. Shiren the Wanderer, another Atlas title. Always try to find and pick up an Atlas game when I can, because you never know if they're going to be hard to find or not pick up. The artwork looked cool in the game and it looked good in the game. I think this is like a rogue dungeon crawler, I want to say. But it says there is an easy mode for people to get used to it, and then it gets more challenging. So I think I heard Pete Dorr talking about that one. Also picked up both Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age Origins Awakening for PS3. This is all the expansions, and I never got to play all the expansions to Origins. That's why I pretty much got it as a dual pack. I played and beat Origins on the 360 around when it first came out, but I went ahead and grabbed both of these so I could play all the expansions and try to get on PS3. And they were really cheap, and for the buy 2 get 1 free, why not? Really, I'm a big fan of the Dragon Age series. Can't wait for 3. Mass Effect 3. If you guys remember me telling, I picked up Mass Effect 2 on PS3 because I played 1 and 2 on the Xbox, but lost all my save data. Restarting to get on PS3, and I was going to get the collection, but with this just sitting there so cheap now, I just went ahead and bought Mass Effect 3. So I have Mass Effect 2 and 3 on PS3 now. Just need to get the first one. That's always a little bit tougher to get my hands on, and they didn't even have any in stock there. So I picked up 3 so I could finally get through and play that. And the last game here, Hitman Absolution. This was really cheap, I think down to 13 bucks. And this was part of I think this was one of the free games that I got as well for the buy 2 get 1 free. So I'm not a big Hitman fan, but from what I saw in this game, it looks more Splinter Cell-ish kind of. So, and I am a fan of Splinter Cell, so why not give it a try for free? Why not? Okay, so that's all the games, but like I said, I had picked up Batman, and I have been a huge fan of the Batman games since they have come out, and I've been a huge fan of the movies dating all the way back to the original Batman with Michael Keaton and stuff. Actually, Batman Returns with Penguin in it was my very first movie that I've ever saw in theaters. That was the first movie I ever got to see. And at the age I saw it, if you know, I think that was the Tim Burton films. If I'm wrong, don't rip into me, but I think he did those, the first 2. Again, not sure. But anyways, just the way they were filmed and the tone of Batman Returns, it was kind of dark, and a lot of the characters were scary looking. I want to remember Penguin actually scaring me. That character scared me, and it might have gave me nightmares back in the day. But really awesome series, really awesome superhero, and it got me wanting to get into starting to collect comics. And I have if you're not into comics, and you can change over now, but I actually went out today. I just had gotten back, and there are some stuff that I've gotten, like you saw Fables. I wanted to try that series out, which was really cool when I read it. Walking Dead, I'm really into the show and those. But I really want to get into collecting comics, especially after coming off a marathon of watching Comic Book Men. And I hear people who really like comics hate that show and stuff. But anyways, not to make this too long. I know DC from researching had just re-released all their series, like they're kind of redoing it again, the new 52. So I said, what better way than to try to start than now, since they're kind of rebooting everything. So I went out to the store there, and I had in mind what I wanted to get. I wanted to get Batman, the original Batman stuff they started doing, and I wanted to look into the Dark Knight series that they started up. Well, I get there, and the guy, I'm telling him like I'm new to this. Anything you can tell me, suggest, or what's going to be good? He said Batman's been the most well-received one right now, but the first issue of that, because I want to start from the beginning, 2 years ago is how long this has been going on right now, the new run. The first issue is already up to about $75 in value. For some reason, there was a low order run on those, and the value on it's just really high. I got a lot of knowledge from this guy about the industry right now. It's kind of sad. I'm probably doing another video. Pretty much comic books getting printed today only get about 40,000 print run, if that. So even an issue that you have doesn't have that many print runs on it. I'm like, man, a game that only has 30,000 print runs, like Class of Heroes 2, I mean, look at the value of that. So, but he's like, it is a dying medium. Everyone wants to go digital, but there are series that are still big. So the Batman, I didn't want to drop 75 bucks on, so I'm thinking of other things. I'm telling him what I'm into, and he threw out some suggestions for me. And there's some other stuff I want to dabble in and give a try. But this is what I walked out with today. Anyone who's into comics, let me know what is a good series to try to get into and like read right now. But I really wanted to get into Batman, and there's so many different variations of Batman going on. You just don't know which one to get. But anyways, what I did walk out with, I started off, since they didn't have any issue 1s or 2s or 3 of the Dark Knight series, and those aren't too expensive to get right now, the first ones. I went ahead and bought the volume 1 edition of it so I can at least read it and see what's going on in the series, what it's all about. And the artwork just looks amazing in here. So I picked up Dark Knight Volume 1 series. And since I couldn't get Batman #1, he suggested a good area to start at would be Batman #21. So I got Batman 21 because he said it's year 0, kind of like how Batman, a retelling of how he got started, I guess, from his getting his feet wet as Batman. So I figured that'd be a good one to start with, and then I'll start trying to get 1 to 20 as I can and see him out there. Not a big Superman fan, but from some stuff just talking to him really made me want to get the next following ones that I got. And just because it had recently came out starting in August, Batman and Superman issue 1, Batman and Superman issue 2, and I don't have the cardboard sleeves in here because I forgot to pick them up, but I will be getting some of those. And I'm missing Batman and Superman 3, but I went ahead and grabbed 3.1 while it was there. And what they're doing now with these new series, as you say, 3.1, they'll come out with issue #3, and then they'll release these point issues that kind of specialize on the villain of the book, I'm guessing. That was in #3. And they have these awesome, like, covers on them. I forget what you call them, 3D effect type of covers. Really cool quality. And yes, that's going to be cool to try to read through. So I bought Batman and Superman. And one that he suggested, because he said by my vibe, since I like Dark Knight and stuff, he's like kind of like darker, grittier stuff, then you should try out the Superman series. And like I said, I'm a fan of the movies, but Superman comics is just like, you know, is he really vulnerable anywhere? Because he's Superman. So I never really could get too much into him like a Batman and Spider-Man even. I really want to get into some Spider-Man stuff. But he said to give Superman Unchained a try because, again, these just came out in August, and they're thicker comics, but the artwork in here is amazing. He said Scott Snyder, generally like these guys, I see Scott Snyder all over the place on these comics, but he said the artist in here, which I believe is Jim Lee or Scott Snyder, or both, I'm not sure how it all goes yet. The artwork looked awesome in here, so I was like, you know what, I will try that just because it looks amazing. So I got Superman Unchained 1, 2, and 3, and this was the newest issue that just came out in the series. So I walked out of a comic book shop with all those today because I'm really wanting to get into collecting comics, and it's a cheaper hobby to get into. Each issue I think was $3.99, and even the Superman #1 was $4.99. But since I was getting so much, he actually only charged me $2.99 per issue. So it was really cool, and he was excited seeing a new face come into the shop because it's a magic shop too. So if I ever get good at getting magic and stuff, I can go out there and play. But you could tell he was genuinely excited about seeing a new comic book collector come in, and he's actually going to help me in trying to get the Batman started. He said he'll set aside whenever he can get an issue for me for the first 20. He'll put them aside for me so I can come in and grab them. But so I'm really looking forward to getting into it. And like I said, if there's any others you could suggest out there, Constantine was another comic I saw out there that he had hardly any issues of, so it's going to be tough to get in. And he said that's probably going to be tough to find. But I really want to try out the Constantine new release comics. So if you guys can suggest any more or any of those other Batman side comics, if the Arkham stuff is good or anything, just let me know. But anyways, that's another thing I'm going to get into. This video is probably going to be super long now, so I'm going to cut it. Stay tuned to the next video for that contest, alright? Night, gamer. Hanging out.